Unit Lesson 1A, Exercises 3 and 4.
First out of the limo is one of Hollywood's hottest new stars. She's young, but she looks all grown up here. She's wearing a beautiful lacy white dress from Armani. It's long-sleeved, plain and very elegant. Her long, dark, shiny hair hangs over her shoulders. She has a small, sparkly clutch bag and matching high-heeled shoes from Jimmy Choo, very stylish. Well, he may be famous, but he's as scruffy as ever. Today he's wearing a grey cotton t-shirt. Over the top he's wearing a brown checked baggy jacket with 2 scarves. One is really long, woolly and grey, and the other is short, green and black, and fluffy. He's wearing very casual, baggy dark blue jeans and shiny black leather boots. On his head is an awful beige beanie. Oh dear. Next to arrive is our favourite singer. He's looking smarter than usual in a smooth red leather jacket which looks like Dolce & Gabbana. With that he's wearing tight jeans and a black and white stripy shirt, also Dolce & Gabbana I think. He's got a long brown furry scarf round his neck. Not real fur, I hope. Altogether a very cool outfit. Well, this lady certainly knows how to attract our attention. You can't miss her in this outfit. Look at her shiny gold trouser suit with black cuffs. And she's wearing stylish black high-heeled shoes from Jimmy Choo. I'm not sure how flattering this outfit is, but she's slim enough and beautiful enough to wear anything she wants.
Lesson B, Exercise 2.
Hey Zoe, you're always using the computer when I need it. It's so annoying.
I'm chatting with Ella.
Hi Max, what are you up to?
Oh, hi Ella. I'm doing my science homework, but I need to look something up on the internet.
Ask Ella. She always comes top of the class in science.
OK, what about this? At what temperature does oxygen change from a gas to a liquid?
Minus 183 degrees C.
Wow. Thanks, Ella.
Hey, Ella, do you fancy seeing Inception at the cinema tonight?
OK. What time does it start?
7. I'm meeting Joe at 6:45 outside the cinema.
Cool. I love science fiction films. Can I come?
No, you can't.
Lesson B, Exercise 5.
Who are you phoning?
Joe, the film starts in 5 minutes. She never arrives on time. Hi, Joe. Are you coming to see the film? OK. She's just getting off the bus. She'll be here in a minute.
Great. What are you doing after the film?
We're going for a pizza. Do you want to join us?
Yes, I love pizza. But the last bus home leaves at 10:30. I mustn't miss it.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Ella.
What are you doing here, Max?
I'm going to see the film. I'm waiting for Sam. Shall we all sit together?
No way.
Lesson C, Exercise 2. Looking out for you.
Today, there are more than 4 million CCTV cameras in Britain. That's 1 camera for every 15 people. The cameras are there to film dangerous or illegal behaviour. But they don't just watch criminals, they watch almost all of us almost all of the time. Every time we use a cash point machine, travel on public transport, or go into a shop, a camera records our actions. Shops say that this technology helps to catch shoplifters, but only by treating everybody as a potential criminal. Cameras are not the only way of monitoring our actions. Every time you use your mobile phone, the phone company knows the number of the phone you are calling and how long the call lasts. It is even possible to work out your location. The police often use this information when they're investigating serious crimes. And what about satellites? Are they watching us from space? How much can they see? Anybody with a computer can download Google Earth and get satellite photos of the entire world. Perhaps governments are using even more powerful satellites to watch their citizens. Even when you are at home, you are not necessarily safe from surveillance. When you use your computer to visit websites, you are probably sending and receiving cookies without realizing it. Cookies transfer information from your computer to the website and, in theory, could record which websites you visit. Some cookies, called zombie cookies, are very difficult to remove from your computer. Modern technology is making it easier and easier to stay in contact, but it is also making it nearly impossible for us to hide.
Lesson C. Exercises 4 and 5.
I came back from our summer holiday, and do you know the first thing I noticed as we were leaving the airport? The number of CCTV cameras on the streets. They're everywhere.
What's wrong with that?
It means that somebody is watching you all the time. I don't like that.
But the cameras are there to make criminals think twice before they do something wrong. Surveillance deters people from committing crime.
I'm not sure about that. But even if it's true, personal privacy is more important than catching criminals.
Do you think so? I feel safer because of the cameras.
Really?
Well, in my opinion, public safety is more important than personal privacy. If the cameras can help prevent crime, stop terrorists from leaving bombs in our cities, that's a good thing. And I don't mind if the police are watching me at the same time.
But surveillance makes everybody feel guilty. If you see a camera pointing at you every time you look up in the street, you feel like you've done something wrong.
Do you? Maybe you've just got a guilty conscience, Martin. Personally, I don't think about it. Surely if you don't do anything wrong, then you have nothing to fear from surveillance.
It's not as simple as that. It's the first step towards a police state.
Oh, don't be silly. We don't live in a police state.
How do you know what the authorities do with the pictures they record? The police might misuse the information.
But how? They're not going to come knocking on your door in the middle of the night accusing you of a crime you didn't commit.
I don't know. It's possible. Anyway, we rely too much on technology to solve social problems. There should be more police on the streets and more help for people who might turn to crime.
I agree with you there. But CCTV cameras help too. More surveillance means the police can catch more criminals.
Lesson D. Exercises 3 and 4.
I don't expect to lead a perfectly normal life. I mean, you can't when your face is so well known. Some models hardly go out and they avoid going to clubs and restaurants. They never agree to pose for photos for the paparazzi. But that's just silly, because the photographers won't give up. They can make life very difficult for you. I go out quite a lot, but I manage to keep my private life separate from my public life. I can't imagine not having any privacy at all. That would be awful. A friend of mine, he's a model too, he went on holiday to Mallorca and some photographers followed him out there. And he couldn't face leaving the villa because he knew that they were waiting for him in the street outside. So he ended up staying in the villa for most of the holiday. Luckily, it had a pool.
Lesson E. Exercise 2.
Imagine being totally colourblind, living in a world of greys, being unable to see the difference between red and blue or yellow and pale green. That's what life is like for Neil Harbison. He was born with an irreversible condition called achromatopsia, or total colour blindness. That would make life difficult for anyone, but Neil is an artist, and the incredible thing is, he paints in colour. When Neil was an art student, he only painted in black, white and grey, because that is all he saw. He was very dissatisfied with his paintings. But one day, a young scientist called Adam Montaden visited the college to give a lecture. The two met, and when Neil explained his problem, Adam decided to try to find a way to allow Neil to see colours using sound. Neil thought it was an impossible task, but Adam made a special device that let him hear 6 colours. This is how it worked. Light travels in waves, and different colours of light have different wavelengths. Red light has a long wavelength, and violet light has a short wavelength. Adam used this fact to create a camera that measures the wavelength of the light that enters it, and then makes a sound that corresponds to the colour of the light. So, if the camera sees red, it makes a low sound. If it sees violet, it makes a high sound. Adam has now developed a much more sophisticated device called the eyeborg that allows Neil to see 360 different colours. Neil wears a camera on his head, which is attached to a laptop computer in a backpack. The computer analyses the colour and sends a sound to Neil's wireless headset. It was a bit uncomfortable at first, but Neil soon got used to it. The eyeborg has made a huge difference to Neil's art. He now uses a wide range of colours. If he wants to paint something, he points his camera at it and memorises the sound. Then he starts mixing colours, pointing his camera at the paint, and stops mixing when he hears the same sound again. Neil has had to memorise a lot of sounds, but he played the piano as a child, and this has helped him a great deal. "I've got used to all the sounds," he says. "It's noisy, but probably not much noisier than a busy city street." However, it has created some unusual problems. People sometimes think that he is videoing them, and they don't like that. Security guards occasionally ask him to leave shops. But Neil is now inseparable from his eyeborg and wears it all the time.
Lesson F, exercises 2 and 5.
Describe the picture.
The photo shows a street at night. There's a sign in the background. It looks like it says theatre. There are a number of people in the street. The woman in the sunglasses looks like a pop singer or film star. The man in the grey suit next to the woman is a TV reporter, I think. He's holding a microphone and interviewing her. He looks very excited. They are walking away from the theatre. Perhaps she is the star of a show, but I'm not sure. The people to the right of the man are photographers. They look like paparazzi, and they're taking photos of the woman. In the top right-hand corner of the photo, I can see a TV camera too. On the left, we can see just the hands of some people. One of them is holding a notebook, and the woman with long blonde hair is writing something in the notebook with a blue pen. It looks as though she's signing her autograph. So I guess the people on the left are fans of the woman.
Lesson F, exercise 7.
Thank you. I will now ask you 3 questions. How do you think the woman is feeling and why?
Let me see. I think she is feeling happy. She certainly looks happy. She's smiling and laughing. She's probably a famous actress, and she's used to paparazzi. It looks as though she is enjoying all the attention.
Do you think it's okay for paparazzi to behave like this?
It's difficult to say, really. Some celebrities like having their photos in the papers, but others don't. If a celebrity doesn't want their photo in the papers, I suppose the photographers shouldn't take photos.
Tell me about the last time you were photographed.
Let me think about that for a moment. Oh, yes. It was my birthday last month, and I had a party. I invited lots of friends, and we went ice skating. A friend took lots of photos of me while I was skating. The photos were quite funny because I kept falling over.
Get for Exam 1. Listening. Exercise 2. The true beauty of a person comes from inside. But if you are unhappy with your appearance, it is difficult to appreciate that. Your appearance is the first thing that other people notice. If you are not happy with how you look, it affects the way you behave, and that affects how other people treat you. If this is the case, it's a good idea to take a look at yourself. First of all, write a list of things about yourself that you can't change. For example, your height, the color of your eyes, the size of your feet. Learn to love these things. Accept what you can't change. Everybody has things that they don't like about themselves. When you accept who you are, it shows on the outside. Confidence is attractive. Turn your negatives into positives. If you have curly hair, don't try and straighten it. Learn how to make your curls wonderful. Go to a good hairdresser and get an updated hairstyle. If you think you are too tall, be proud of your height. Remember that short people would love to have a few extra centimeters. Walk tall. Then turn your attention to your wardrobe. Clothes that suit you and that you feel comfortable in make you look and feel better. Take a good look at your clothes and get rid of anything that doesn't make you look good. If you need more help, go to some shops for some free advice. Shop assistants are often good at helping to find what suits you. Try new styles and colors, and make sure you have a great, well-fitting pair of jeans. Finally, get enough exercise. Try a new sport. Go to a gym and work out. I'm not saying that you should become a bodybuilder, but a little exercise will make you feel better and make you look better too.